Hi guys, Ann here, and today, I don't know why I'm sounding like that. I have a little bit of running around to do. I'm at the post office now. I just have to go inside real quick and check my P.O. box. I'm waiting for something. And I haven't been back here since, gosh, it's been a couple weeks, I think. The last time I dropped off the last of the pallets. So I haven't checked anything, but waiting on something. I want to see if it came. It's pretty early in the morning. It's like 9 a.m. And then we have to go to the hair store and then ShopRite, grocery shopping. And that is that. The sun is out. All right. Let's see what we got, if there is anything. All right, I got a package. I got a whole bunch of, I'm holding in this hand, of Christmas cards. I'm surmising that's what it is. Hold on a second here. Okay. I didn't know if I had the keys up to the microphone and then I sound like all, wonky. But all right, I gotta let you go. I'll see you when we get back in the car because my hand is full and I'm holding the phone with the other hand. And I am not coordinative. You know what I mean. I'll be back. Okay. I have a very funny story to tell you. Last night, you guys know I feel like a little coffee talk. And I had to go to the store. And my oldest son, Tyler, he's like, oh, Mom, you want me to drive you? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Thank you. And we're on our way to the hair store. And anyway, so as he was driving, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get this front windshield tinted again. I'm gonna probably do it next week. But anyway, so somebody, how somebody cuts in front of you to like turn? Okay, so he was mad. And he was like, how old do you, that's probably an old person. And he goes, how old do you have to be before they take your license away? And I'm like, well, I don't think there's a certain age unless like you have a doctor's note, you start losing your vision or something like that. I have no idea. I was like, well, what do you think is too old? And I'm listening to him. He was like, well, I think at a certain age, they should, you should start taking tests. And I go, so what age do you think? He goes, well, I think like maybe around 50. I said, 50? I said, I'm almost 50 in like 2 years. What are you talking about? He's like, well, when I come downstairs, you do flinch and stuff. And I'm like, that's because if you scare me, you're so quiet and you say something. Yeah. I was like, because I'm in deep thought. And, I was like, but it's not. And he was like, yeah, but your reflexes and stuff. He was like, I think people should be. And I'm thinking, he literally thinks 50 is getting old. And it brings me to a story. You guys know I've always told you when I was 18 and got pregnant. And I tell my mom was 42 at the time. And I say to my mom, let me turn the car off. I've shared this many times. I say to my mom, about me being pregnant. And the first thing my mom was like, I'm too young to be a grandmom. And I'm thinking at 18, I'm like, you're 42, that's old. You're 40s. Like, I really thought that was old. And it's so funny that now my son is 28. He just turned 28. But like, he thinks that 50 is old. I'm like, oh my God. It was hysterical, like, to me, like, I understand what he means because I know at that age you think that's old, but it's like he thinks 50. When you turn 50, you should be mandatory to take tests to see if you can still drive. Oh my God. Anyway, that just made me laugh. Oh. So, all right, let's go to the hair store. I'll see what I can film inside. I need to get some more of my gel. I do get made fun of my hairline by a certain group of people, but that's okay, because if you watch my videos, especially my beauty channel, you know why I have to do this. Anywho, so I need to get more of that. I want to see if there's any more hair pieces and, just look around. And then the only other thing we have to do is go to the grocery store. So that is that. Let me get my pocketbook. All right. Let's see what they got. They got like There's a trash can right here, and then there's like trash on the floor. I don't even know if they're still open. I mean, if they're open yet, because it's pretty early in the morning. I didn't think about that. All right, let's go in here and see what they got. Let's see, is there anything I have this one here. I love it. I found this. They only have a 1. I'm a 1B, but this is nice. Let's see, this is what I am right here, a 1B. Because my hair is black, but it's more like cool tone. This is pretty too. It's $12.99. Okay, I shut it off. I have my hand sanitizer. I ran into somebody that I know when I used to live in the projects. Gosh, I haven't seen her forever. Anyway, just tell me, like, you know, she got out of there too, has her own place and all that. What a blessing. I know we were just talking, and she's like, "How's Lexi?" I'm like, "Lexi's 23 now." She's like, "Oh my God," you know. All right, so this is what I got. I got this one ponytail in 1B. It's $12.99. It's just like a straight ponytail, something like this. But this is a little darker. Remember I said this one is a little too light? This is like a dark brown, and in person you can kind of see it. I can see the difference. I gotta remember looking over here. I can see the difference, but so I wanted something darker and not as like shiny, like, I don't know how to explain it. And so I got the 1B in that. And then I got this. This is in 1. This is, okay, so this is 14 inches. I think this is like 12. So 14 inches will be a little bit longer, I want to say. I don't know if this is 12 or 14. I don't get real long. This is a 16, but it's a deep curl, so I don't care if it's a little bit longer because it's a curl, but it's not like a tight spiral curl. This was $15.99, but it's in 1, so it's a little dark, but 1 and 1B go. I just prefer 1B because 1B is perfect. I can make it work, you know. And then I got my edge control right here. It's 24 hours, but you know, I only do a couple hours and stuff because when I wash my makeup and face off, you know, I take that off. Anyhow, I forgot. Before I go to ShopRite, we need to go to Petsmart because I got to get the dog vitamins. Let me tell you, this is another funny story about my son last night. So he gives me money. He gives me $100, right? 5 $20 bills. He's like, "Mom, when you go out in the morning," because, you know, he works, right? So he works in the morning. My other 2 kids work second shift. But he's like, "When you go out, can you," he was like, "Here, get the dogs their vitamins." And so their vitamins is about, it's like $35.99, so about $36. And he was like, "And when you go to the grocery store, can you get me 2 chocolate syrups?" You know, him and his chocolate milk. And that's like $5.50 a piece. So we'll say $10, right? So it would be about $50, right? So he goes, "And just use the rest on groceries." And I'm thinking, $50. He clearly has no idea. This is how spoiled my kids are. They have no idea how much groceries are now. Because I'm thinking, $50, that's not going to do me anything nowadays. What the hell am I going to do with $50? But it was funny. It was cute. He was like, "I just use it on groceries." And I'm like, these kids, they crack me up. I'm at a one-way real quick. Anyway, so that was that. But I love spending time with my kids. You know, they're older and they enjoy spending time with me. And so if it's just, you know, 20 minutes or 30 minutes or him going to the store at me or just coming downstairs, I love that. I eat it up because a lot of kids, especially in their 20s or like Isaiah who's 19, they don't really want to spend a lot of time with their mom, right? But my kids, they love spending time with me and I love it, especially my boys, you know? And, well, especially on Sundays, because me and my oldest son, you know, Tyler, we are like football fanatics. I like the Eagles. He likes the stupid Saints, you know. All right. I guess you were dropping, and I didn't realize it because I'm focusing on the road, you know. So, I don't know. I want to find, that, you know, where it's like pushed back some. This Karen had sent me, you know, one of you guys had sent me one that and I forgot all about it, that I have it, and I can sit like it further back on this thing that goes up, and that's probably what I need. I think I'm going to start using that, because I was waiting till like this broke or something like that, you know, because I think you'll be able to see more of me, not just my face. You know, like I'm like, boom, up close and personal, you know what I mean? So I think that would be better if, you know, I have that, we can see more of me. Or let me know down below, do you like that you're like up close and personal, you can see me? Or do you want it back where you see more of me? Does that make sense? Let me know. Anywho, yeah, so I just got to go to Petsmart and get dog vitamins. Because Nala, she's what, 90 pounds. She gets 3. Aura, who's a year and a half, she's about 60 pounds, I think. She gets 2. And the puppy is like close to, she's like 45 pounds. She's almost 5 months. She gets 2. So 7 a day. And we get the one that has 90. But you figure 7 a day, like that goes very quickly. It only lasts a couple weeks, you know. So that's like, you figure twice a month, that's $70 right there. But I always say, like, if you can't afford stuff like this, then, you know, I wouldn't have 3 dogs, you know what I'm saying? Or if I couldn't afford to take my dogs to the vet, I wouldn't have an animal, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Over there is where I went to that dollar store and Family Dollar. Here was that City Liquor here that I was telling you about. Somebody got shot in the head. And we are going uptown, or a lot of you guys say downtown. I don't know. I don't know what you say. I'm uptown. I'm downtown. I don't know. But I'm going up, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know my sense of directions at all. Oh, I need to go to Rite Aid. I gotta remember to go to Rite Aid because I need to get some of my medicine out. I got approved for health insurance for 2024, so that should start in a couple weeks, I guess, or a week or so. So I'm so excited about that. I can start going back to my doctors, and I don't have to pay cash anymore for my medicine and stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that. So that's a good thing. So far, 2020, you know, 2023 was like, but 2024 is going to be so good. My divorce will be finalized. I am so excited. I have my health insurance. You know, I don't have to depend on nobody. It's just really nice. Well, I actually, to be honest with you, the last half of 2023 has been really good for me. I mean, the best thing I've ever done is getting separated with my husband, and that's the truth. You know, it's like, it's so hard when you feel like you're walking on eggshells, when somebody always wants to argue, and I don't like to argue. I've said that before. Even when I was younger, I was never like with girls, like all that talking. Look, I don't want to do this talking. Either we're going to fight, fist fight, or what. Other than that, get the hell away from me. Like, I don't do that, you know. Even like online, you don't see me too much back and forth, because I just, you know, I don't know. I don't have time for that, you know. And so, you know, I would walk away, what have you, and I was like, and then a lot of times I wouldn't argue back, especially if one of my kids was home, especially my son, right? Because I didn't want him to hear, because if my son ever heard the way it would go, like, no, right? So a lot of times, like, I would leave, go in the other room, go somewhere where he can't antagonize me, because that's what he used to do, antagonize me. When I would say, look, leave me alone or whatever, and they want to follow you or whatever the case may be, because they're mad you're not arguing back, you know? And so, like, I would do that, you know, or as soon as I knew my son was coming home or home, I'm like, oh God. And it's like I never knew if my soon-to-be ex was in a good mood, bad mood, wanted to argue, whatever the case may be. And then my son was like, it was just a never ending. And it's just been so, so peaceful. Like, I love it, you know? And so it's been really, really, really good. And also made me realize where my kids are quick to be like, here, mom, you know, get that, you know, whatever the case may be. And that's how when you're married, that's how it should be. You know, let's say I had to go grocery shopping. All right. I had to figure out like how much money I had for the groceries, because I didn't ask my kids a lot, because I didn't want them to say, oh, what is, you know, their stepdad or my, you know, say, oh, your husband's not helping you. Because I always tried to put my, you know, like, even before my mom and grandmom passed, they always thought, I always put my husband up here. They never knew, well, they know now. I always believe people that are, but they can see. But like, I always would say, oh yeah, he helps, he does that, you know, that nobody ever knew that I was the one who did everything. And, or like even my close friends, because it's embarrassing, right? It's like, you know, you look at it like, they're like, well, why are you staying with the man that don't even help you? Your kids are grown, like you're I don't know. Anywho, and it should be like here, you know, especially when somebody eats most of the food, you know, not that I'm like, it's the truth, right? And so it's so nice, like even my son, even it was only just $50, which, you know, you guys know he gives me $1,000 a month on the first anyway, but like, and then whatever else I need help. But it's so nice to like, here, get that, you know, I don't know. It's like I can go to a store and get anything that I want, groceries. I don't have to worry about, okay, I only have $250. What can I get with this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know. And now that my husband's not there, my kids, like, they help me more because now they see it's just me. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. It's just really, really nice. And it made me realize, like, not that I look at my kids like we're in relationships, but that's how a family that lives together should all work out. If you're married, if you're not married, everybody lives in that house, as long as, you know, they're adults, everybody should work together. And nobody should struggle and stress about bills and this and that, while somebody's just living like rent-free, essentially, like doesn't have to worry about anything. I know that's not fair, you know, like I said, especially when it's all adults. So anyway, that is that about that. All right, let's go in here and I'll see what I can film. I got the sun right in my eyes, but I'll see what I can film, because I get copyright a lot with the music that they have on. So depending what the music is or whatever, I might just like add my own music in here if I show you anything inside. I don't know. We'll see. Let me stop talking. I'll be back. Okay, I spent a little too much that I wanted to. Why are these lights on? Anyway, hold on. You know how I am. So I got a few things. I spent it was like $60 and some change, but then I had $2.50 in savings, so it came to like $58 and change. But so I showed you I got the dog's vitamins, right? This is like what, $34, $35. And then, you know, my daughter has a ferret that I'm scared of, and she's got a lizard that I'm scared of, which thank God she didn't ask me to get her any crickets, because you know how I am. So she did ask me to get her some bedding. So I got two different beddings, because I don't know. I don't mess around with the ferret. I'm scared of it, you know. So I got this thing. I don't know, does ferrets use this for a bedding? But then I don't know. This was 10 something. And I don't even know how big to get it. So I got the little one, right? Because I was like, I don't know what they use. And then I found this. This was 50% off. It was 13 something. It was on sale for $6.99 because of the Christmas. And this is different. So I just thought, you know, if I didn't know that this was half off, because when I went to the register, because they had like 5 or something. So if this is the right stuff Lexi can use, I'm going to go back and get some more for it, because it's only $5 or $6. And then I can't help it. They were on clearance for $2.99. So I got the ferret a couple toys because he likes that stuff. I don't know if this one is too big, but he plays with all the toys. So that's what I did. I didn't get the dogs any, well, they got their rhinos, but any toys or anything like that because, you know, I can't help myself. All right, so that's all done. So ShopRite is right in this plaza, and let's do this. Why are these lights on? Is there... Do I have the door open? No. See how these lights are on? What am I don't see a door open. Anyway. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let me just keep driving. We shall see. Yep, just gotta go to ShopRite, which I'm not getting a whole lot of stuff. I just need, I mean, I could go to Walmart to get some things, but I you know, I just don't feel like it to go to Walmart and stuff, you know. So I just need like sugar, flour, some meats, like little things, you know. I probably spent about maybe $300, I guess. I don't need that much. When I do a whole bunch of meats, of course I go to the butcher shop and stuff like that, but I don't need a whole lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like pickings, stuff for the air fryer, you know, stuff like that. Some sides, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. I think I need barbecue sauce. I gotta remember barbecue sauce and eggs. All right. This is what I hate, because you guys know, like, this is, nothing's in bags. You know, Jersey, they don't give you bags anymore. And it's like, I hate it. And then you gotta, there's always, like, no register. So you always gotta do everything yourself. I hate it. But I'm glad. So Tyler's at work, but Isaiah's home because he works the 2 to 11 shift. So he'll be home. They bring the bags in for me, you know, but still. Like, I dread grocery shopping. I just hate the whole thing. I don't mind going to Walmart and different things like that because there's other things, you know, I like looking and all that. But for some reason, I've always hated grocery shopping. I don't know what it is. All right, let's go in here and I'll be back. Okay, so I am about done. I wonder, how much do you think this is going to be? Let's see. Let me show you. One of the roasts, this is why I have to go to the butcher shop, because one of the roasts that I got for one roast was almost $30. It was like $28.99. What in the world? And it's not even that big. Anyway, so I just got some meats and then, you know, just some pickings, you know, for the kids and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be about $400, I say. I don't know. All right, let me go to the checkout. I'll be back. Okay, so are you ready? Drum roll, please. It came to $320 even. How does that happen? Like, no change. Let me show you. Look at that. $320 even. I had to double look at it. I was like, are you sure? Okay. So I had to buy bags. I bought 4 bags, which they're $1.25 a piece, because I don't know how many bags I have in here. We'll have to see. And there's a lot that's not in a bag. But when we get in the car, I'm going to tell you what happened. I almost had a fight. So that's everything. So I did buy 4 bags. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, I do got some bags. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, let me get my hand sanitizer. I mean, how does that happen? $320 even Steven. I should play that in the pick 3. Do they still even have pick 3? I haven't played lottery. Like, sometimes once in a while I'll do scratch offs, but to play a lottery's been like years. But there's my receipt. And let me check again. Yes. Yeah, because I used my bank card. But yeah, $320 even. I don't know if you guys seen it. I know an editing right here. Like, That's crazy. Okay. Anywho, so that is that. Let me tell you what happened really quick in the grocery store. So I know this is a lot all over the U.S., right? There's not a lot of like cashiers anymore. Most of them have like self-checkout, right? Well, what in the heck is on my shirt? Anyway, well, in Jersey, you know, I told you they don't supply bags anymore. So you can either purchase the bags or like you don't get plastic bags. They don't supply them at all. So you either purchase them or you have the reusable that you purchase and you just bring them in the store and just reuse them. Okay. Which I still have an issue with that because I understand the plastic or the bags, like I understand the landfill. I understand 100%. But then I look at it like this. You get milk that's in a plastic container, okay? You get eggs that's in a plastic container. There's so many things, juice, like all of this stuff that you're buying, the food, everything is inside of it. So it's like you're still buying, it's still landfill, but they don't supply, you know, it's a business thing. I don't know what it is, but like it doesn't make sense to me. But anyhow, I went to where there was a cashier there and she's ringing them and they don't help you bag. Even if, now you have some of the men, sometimes they will say, do you need help or something like that. But for the most part, they just sit there. And as you're doing it. And so like I'm rushing because I have a lot. I had a couple people waiting. Like one was like an elderly lady and another gentleman, you know. And I suffer from anxiety and I don't like anybody waiting on me. So when I see people behind me, it's like, then I start rushing really bad. And then like then it's like, you know, whatever. I feel lightheaded and all that stuff. And so, and I break out a sweat because your girl's not in shape. Anywho. And so, like, I am steady, like, I'm watching her, so she takes out a piece of gum as I'm doing all this, bag and everything, puts up, you know, and she chews a piece of gum. But what got me was then she goes underneath her, with a cashier's thing, and she takes her drink, whatever it was, juice or whatever, and she starts drinking it. And she's watching me as I'm bagging. I'm trying to rush. And I say to the lady, the elderly lady behind me, I said, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Because, I mean, you know, they can't until everything's off of there, you know. And the lady and the guy was like, oh, don't take your time. We know how this goes. Take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. But me, I'm still like, you know, I just don't like people waiting because of me. And so I just, that's why I only had bought the 4 bags and I just threw the rest like on top to hurry up and get out so they can do it. But it's like, I say to the lady, so you know what, you know, then she goes again, she takes her drink again, takes another drink. And, you know, then I'm like, you know what, let me just slow my ass down, you know. But I am telling you right now, I am so proud of myself because years ago I wouldn't have been able to hold my temper. Because it's like, how ignorant is that? First of all, I don't know if it's your job or not, but you can, out of like etiquette or whatever, ask, do you need help? Especially when you have people behind you, you know. Are you even allowed to drink or whatever while you're working on the floor? I don't know. But that wouldn't bother, that, you know, it's like, it doesn't bother. I'm not like one of those ones like, you know, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like, and it's not her, but it's like prices are going up. Okay. So there's so many people that can't afford to get groceries or anything like that. And I've said this before, even if you were on food stamps don't go like they used to. So a lot of people that get food stamps still have to put their own money in, or they just got to figure out how they're going to eat or whatever, you know, what have you, if you can't afford it. It's crazy. So now in Jersey, then you have to purchase bags or bring your own bags, right? They don't supply them. Then you have to, a lot of times it's a self-checkout where you have to do it yourself, what they pay cashiers to do. And then you got to bag everything. You're doing all this work while prices are going up. It's like, I don't know. It just pisses me off. It's like, anyhow. I am so glad, like, my temper is not how it used to be. Because I'll tell you what, I would have cussed her the hell out, you know. They would have thrown me out of there. But I had respect because there was an elder lady. She looked like she was about in her 70s or something like that, older. And then an older gentleman behind. And I'm like, and, you know, because my mother raised me to have respect for your elders, you know. So I just, you know, start slowing down, taking my time. But it pissed me off. It was just the fact that, like, she's just sitting there and, like, the way she's looking, like, come on, you know, and then, like, took her drink and oh, it pissed me off. Because a lot of people would have reported that or what have you. Because, you know, a lot of people's mad they got to do everything on their own. When, you know, we're used to the cashiers, that's what they get paid for, you know, and then bagging and all that kind of stuff. Which, listen, it's not that. But don't have an attitude and don't sit there and sip your friggin' drink and stuff while you're having an attitude because I'm not so fast for you anymore. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Okay, rant over. Now I gotta fix my defrost. Hold on a second. All right, you're gonna be so proud of me. I don't have to go to Wawa because, like I said, me and Tyler went out last night and he got his Wawa and all that. So I'm trying to get this defrost off. Okay, let me pull over where we're not in the sun so I can say my goodbyes because I'm on my way home. I'm aggravated and I need to go home, call Isaiah to meet me outside and all of that stuff. And where am I gonna go because the sun is right in my eyes? And so he can bring the stuff in. Lexi, if she's home or at her boyfriend's house, I don't know. She can help me put the stuff away, which a lot of times Isaiah helps me too. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and relax and edit this video and try to get it up for you. I gotta like get something up on my beauty channel. I have a few things recorded. I just gotta edit it and stuff, you know. You know what I'm saying? My goodness, the sun. Okay, so I am in the shade, so I'm going to say my goodbyes real quick. Please like this video. Thumbs up this video. It really does help me out. Thumbs up this video if you're ready for 2024 for nothing but positivity. Thumbs up the video. Make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really does help out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of character. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. It's 11 o'clock. It's still early. Do I need to go to Five Below? Nope. I do not need to go. I do not need to go. You do not need to go. You do not need to go. No, you don't.